All right, hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? How's it going there, Amanda? How's it going there, Alistair? How's it going there, Alistair, on Twitch as well? Thank you for hanging out on Twitch. Just a reminder, guys, I'm trying to get affiliate on Twitch, so I need to get my average viewers up on that. So I appreciate everybody who's been hanging out there as well. Thank you very much. All right, so I did a little work on the DE6 last night. Kind of some cleanup work, a little bit of microcontroller stuff. Hit the micros, put in fans and stacks. Shorten the nose a little bit. What else did I do here? Put on doors on the front there. Finally made the bumpers orange there. Let's see what else we do. What else we do last night? Let's see. We'll jump on the roof and we can see there. Trying to find a good way to get up on the roof. There was a ladder on the derail valley one, but we don't have two wide ladders. So we have fans, or they're turbine inlets, but they do have ducted fans under them, and so those are actually for the dynamic brake. And then we have some up here just for sound. I need to change those a little bit. Some cool new features here. Let's go ahead inside. All right, new windows, and the windows slide. So we have sliding windows in there now. On either side. We have a heater. And the table that's supposed to be there. But I put a seat here so that you can sit. Let's see, what else did I do in here? A little paintwork there. May or may not make that openable. I might put a door there and just make it so you can't open it. Might paint in a door. There's no real need to go in there. Could be kind of cool to put like a little bed in there for missions and stuff, but that's to be determined. Some paint stuff. We're on the dark side here, so let's see if we can first not fall off, but second, let's see if we can actually see what's going on in here. Well, whilst being on the dark side here. So this is has been painted in here. It's supposed to be dark and miserable in here. So it is. As you can see, that brown is now everywhere. The reason why I undercoat everything with that black is it does all the buttons too, and now so a bunch of them need to be redone. Let's see, turn the music down so you guys can hear this, but let's go ahead and go forward. All right, and then if we want to stop using the dynamic brake, which uses regeneration, you can hear the fans coming on. The front ducted fans kind of sound like the turbo whine as the engine throttles up. And then if we go ahead and turn on the dynamic brake, because the dynamic brake turns on a bunch of fans to cool the generators. So this generator is actually plugged in there, so as we use them it adds resistance. The fans also add resistance, and it will give us a little bit of boost in electricity. So that's pretty good. Let's see what else. Fix the lights. The lights are working now properly. Bell needs to be reconnected. New horn. Let's see, anything else? Redid the brakes, so we have brake application. So we actually have brake application now. So if I put on the brakes, you'll see we get the actual pressure that is in the cylinders. And the point of this is, like, if you're actually driving a locomotive, you can actually variably adjust your pressure. So I can do that here as well. And so I can actually actively see what the brake application is. So what I'm going to be doing too is sending back information from the cars. So I'll probably take the first car and send back the brake application, and it will be added on there. And so there's actual brake application. We have brake pipe is just because I need to add on the hand valve. And then main reservoir, that's if the pressure gets low on the main reservoir. So that's all working with the new brake system, so that is goob. We have windows here I can slide. we go. Just stay on the right spot there to actually hit it. Alright, so new sliding windows. That's pretty much about it. Some more paint work, but mostly that's what I worked on. Worked on a lot of internal stuff. Alright, let's catch up with chat. How's it going there, Rasmus? How are you? How are you? No multiplayer today. Probably do another day. Not really feeling it today. Alright, let's get the music going again. Again, guys, if you wouldn't mind hanging out on Twitch too as well. I'm trying to get that affiliate. I need to get a three viewer average, and so if I get a day where my viewer count is low, it actually drags the average down. So if I can get guys on there, I appreciate that. Just helps me out to get that average back up. So that once I hit 3, I have all the other things that I require done. So that's all it will take, and then I'll be done with that, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. But I'd appreciate it if you guys would do that for me. All right, let's go ahead, paste that down there. Trying to not put new microcontrollers on the roof. But, yes, that's pretty good, I think. I think we're pretty well established here. I'd like to at least do some test here. So let's do a test. I'm trying to think what else I need. I don't think I need... let's do the hand valve. I keep meaning to do that. So I'm trying to decide how to do the hand valve. I can't put in a helm because it's too wide. It has, you know, you see we're only a couple blocks off the side here. And so I can't put in a helm. So I think what I'm going to do is torque crank is probably what I'm thinking. So probably do torque crank, I'm thinking. Let's go. Alright, so yeah, we'll do torque crank, and then let's see. Let's go. Trying to think how I want to do this on other stuff too. Alright, so I think that's what I'm going to do, and let's make a little micro for this. I think there's one on either side. I'm trying to decide if I want to do one on either side. Quickly boot up derail. I want to see, I should have pictures. Let me see if there's one on the other side. I'm not sure about that. I think there's one on each side. I'm trying to figure it out. Let's see. See, the thing is, I need to do this for the cars too. A lot of the cars have duals. Alright, so that is on the right side, I took a bunch of pictures of the right side. I'm trying to see if I have any of the left side of the loco. Looks like every picture I have is of the right side of the loco, and that's not helpful. Alright, I'm going to launch derail as well. We'll take a look at derail. Thank you guys, appreciate that for hanging out on Twitch. That helps me out. Thank you much. How's it going there? Arion, how are you? Thank you guys, appreciate that. Averages can be a bitch because if it goes low, if I get like one viewer for 6 hours, that really drags the average down, and then I get some viewers, it helps. So I appreciate you guys. All right, you probably actually can't hear the music of derail. I don't have it selected, so while ago, I split all the channels of OBS, so like I can hear things you guys can't. So we'll try to figure out what the yeah, I'll try to see how to do these hand valves. I would love the devs to do like a manual parts update. Like, for example, do like a handle that turns 90 degrees and that will trigger things. All right, so this is the right. Oh, you can't see. Let me bring up. Just bring up display cap. So you see, there's the hand valve on this side. So like, I would love an actual manual part like that. So, all right, there is one on either side. Okay, that's all I needed to know here. So let's close down derail. All right, so that is all I need to know, is there's one on either side. So I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. See, the problem with flip switches is I can't flip both sides, so I don't think it matters. We'll do it as an add, so it doesn't matter. All right, so what we'll do here is we'll go in. First one will be composite input. Hand valve panels, okay. Might even put a light on there too, I'm thinking. Because I want to do this on the cars too. So we need to read a number input. It's going to be the RPS. And this is going to be the gear. All right, let's go ahead and we'll figure this out here. How I want to do this. All right, so let's see. I'm thinking. Go ahead, try and make this simple so it's not too much of a pain in the ass, but that always becomes a problem. Do that. Let's just, okay, so what we'll do here is we'll pulse this. Because I want to make sure that I don't have to, like, if I'm trying to lock it up on the left side, I don't accidentally have to go run over to the right side and fix it, so. I think we'll do a button, and so that will be like that. Okay. So I think I've been doing a bunch of timers lately. I think it works well. Okay, let's do that. trying to decide if I want a light or not. I think I do want a light. So if it is, let's see. So let's go RPS. I'm trying to standardize these. This is the problem. So I need to think about how I did it on the DE2. So if the So I think I need an up-down counter because I put that in the other way. So it was, let's go 0 to -1. Let's do 0.01. Let's do enabled. So I want to feed this in the same system I've already made. So if this is... Alright, so if the RPS is greater than 0, and the delta is greater than 0, it's going to, yeah, it'll increase that. And then very simply, if it's not, we'll decrease that. All right, and I'm gonna need to have a value out of that to fit it into the DE2 system. I'll have to take a look at the DE2, see how that's set up. And then I'm trying to decide if I still want a light or not. Let's go without the light for now. Number output. All right, hand valve value. Let's do that. All right, and then I'll check how the D. So I should be able to check on this. This is the same thing as the DE2. I just have to look it up. All right. All right, so that's gonna go RPS values coming off the RPS of this torque meter. This is going to be the hand valve value. Let's quickly do this here. Let me look real quick here. I need to put in the panel for either one. I should probably want it as 3. Okay. Do a couple of these while I'm around here. I need to repaint a bunch of these. Okay. And then this one needs to be 2. Gonna go to that gear. Likelihood is I have this backwards. Let's see where the hand valve is. So loco handbrake right there. We'll see how I run it in here. Find the thing. brakes? Local handbrake, where is it? Train brake right here. Okay, it's train brake, that's not it. What the hell is it in here? That's all read, that's all rights rather. The hell is the handbrake? Hand valve. I think it goes off of the brake panel and then it comes here. I think that's what it does. So let's see. It's not as though I didn't make it. Let's see. It's back here maybe. Where's braking? Why is this blank? What's this? Oh, this is Windows. I don't like leaving anything blank. Sliding windows. Okay, that's fixed. Should be in the back here for T-Bus. Handbrake right here. Okay, handbrake. Let's look at the handbrake and see how this functions in here. So I'm using a helm on the D2. I'm trying to standardize it. Here's handbrake right here. Okay, handbrake. So this is the problem is if we look in here, this is Z, so it should be Z plus 1. Z plus 1, let me see. Okay, so it's adding 1. So when okay, this is fine. This will work. All right, so it's adding 1, so instead of -1, it's going to be Z. And so when I do the handbrake, it's going to go to -1. That's what the helm does on the DE2. I'm just trying to make sure they both work the same way. And so it sends a +1 signal to the brake. So when the handbrake is on, it starts on, it's at 1. Then you'll feed it a -1, and when you feed it a -1, that will then you know, be -1 plus 1 is 0, so now it takes the brake off. So that works. And then why do I have it here? Oh, okay, this is for the light. Okay. All right, and so that's why this is negative. So that's going to read to the handbrake value there. So that's good. When that's at, let me clamp that real quick. All right, so now the highest it can go is 0. So if it goes to 0, it's going to be 0 plus 1, which is full brakes. And then when I go negative, it's going to go -1. So it'll be -1 plus 1 is 0. So that handbrake comes off. So it's an add. And then why is this one needed? Probably for the read. Loco handbrake. Let's look at that. Because it will show you in derail, it will show you if you have a hand valve on. And so I want to do that so that I'm not driving around with the brakes on. Because it will flash a red light at you saying, hey buddy, the brakes are on. Let's see. There's loco handbrake right here. Alright, so if it's essentially, why is that reading that? Loco handbrake. Oh, I had to do 1 to -99 because it's for the DE2s using the helm. So this will work. That will work fine. Okay. So then we can plug this in here as well. All right, good. So that should work. I have Tarkov open too. I had 3 games up at once for a while there. I was trying to update OBS and it just stopped updating and was sitting on 90% forever, so I finally had to just close it down so I could start streaming. Let's see. Alright, there's a good chance this is backwards. I need to hook up some electricity. These need it and that needs it. Let's go ahead and hook this up to the hot bus. Hot bus right there. Alright. Let's go test this. Alright, so we should have a red light blinking on the dash telling us that the hand valve is on. And we should have a brake value in here, so I should no longer be able to push it. I always forget to do the big breaker. I'm going to change the color on that so it's bright and I can see it. That should be reading something. Why the fuck is it not? Let's see. What the fuck? Okay, let's see why. Why you not working already? Alright, so this should start at 0. It is. Okay, it starts at 0 and it reads out a hand valve of 0, which is exactly what the D2 does. That 0 then runs down here to the T-bis. Right here. So that should run a 0, so it should be 0 plus 1. Alright. So it will be the brakes plus 1. So we should be getting local brakes at 1. We're not. So I'm trying to see why in the sunny hell that's not happening. So 0 plus 1 should be a plus 1. Brakes loco right there. Okay. So it should give us brakes at 1. Alright, they were up and now they're coming down. Why are they coming down? Started with brakes and now they're coming off. Why? Let me just check this real quick, see if I can get them on. Let's go the other way. Huh, interesting. Oh, it's doing the resets wrong, I think. Alright, that's probably what it is. It's the resets wrong. It's the resets wrong. Let's see. Probably let's get rid of this. Try that. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's one. Let's check the light. Okay, we need to turn on power so we can see the light. Alright, so the hand valve is on. Alright, so that's on. If you want to press it, and then we can take it off. Alright, now that's off. If I hold this for 3 seconds. The thing is, it's still spinning. Comes back on. See, I would love it if they'd add a brake block, just a single block that brakes. Fortunately, we don't have enough resistance. put a little resistance on this, see if I can get it to stop when I don't want it moving. I'll check chat in a second, guys. Jen, please. Put a little bit of resistance on there, and then we'll just send that electricity to the hot bus. All right, now we'll give it a little bit of resistance. All right, brakes on. All right, initially that's in the, we flip the gear. I don't want it to take this long, so I'll change the rate, but okay. And let's see if I flip it. We really need like a 1-block brake. That's like, it could be like a generator size or something that you just feed a brake value to it. Because there's a bunch of people, they end up using wheels. I do it myself for things like rotor brakes, stuff like that. It would be nice to have just a 1-block brake that you could put on there, feed it a number value of how much brake pressure you want. That would be really helpful. All right, let's go ahead and catch up on chat here. What have you joined to? Call me Purple. It's working on the handbrake. How's it going there, Addy? How are you? Doing all right, doing all right. All right, Citrus will be back in 30. Excellent, excellent. All right, let's try to figure out a better way to do this. Currently not happy with the way this is working, so. Currently not content with this. I don't want to have to add a ton of brake force. Like I said, a 1-block brake would be fan-frickin-tastic. Let me see if I can come up with something better. Because the wheels, normally you use a wheel to do braking, and it's huge. Like a lot of things, it's just way oversized. Could hook it into the drive line, but that wouldn't work the way I wanted to. Can't use an. I could move water. One thought is to move water. Trying to find something with some reasonable brake force on it. Yeah, real nice big manual parts pass would be awesome. Yeah, a variable direction torque handle would be nice too. A bunch of things I'd like them to add would be fun. Yeah, see, like the smallest thing you could possibly break with is a 3x3 shrunk all the way down, but it keeps its old face. And it's silly that you need a brake that friggin' huge. That's what sucks. Is, you need a brake that big to be able to do anything. Yeah, it's just it's way too big. So like this is the smallest thing I could possibly use to brake, you know, effectively. Yeah, just it's too big. Way too frickin' big. I could stick in the fuel tank. Alright, let's say screw it for now. It's working. It's not working as well as I'd like, but whatever. Oh, stop. Alright, so the hand valve's working. Let's just stick with that for now. I want to get into some testing, test this sucker out. I'd like to be able to use this next we play multiplayer, so I want to kind of get this done. Or not done. Nothing's ever done, but, you know, to a pretty good spot there before I leave it. Might stop. I like that better than the long one. Alright, so hand valve's on there. Let's go ahead and save this. Let's go ahead and, let's see, do I have a, I'm in my custom game, so I'm going to go over here and check for containers. Let's go ahead and load up some containers. How's it going there, Jason? How are you? Oh, you loop it? Yeah, that's another idea to put a brake force on it. Alright, let's go ahead and let's start. I don't want to load the containers up. I will take the loco. Let's actually just go back to the other base. If I'm going to do it this way, there's no point in being here. I'm going to say the... if I was going to actually physically load it with containers, what I think I'm going to do is just load it up with... put on the stock containers. Currently, I believe I have the traction motor trip shut to off. So. Get the engine warmed up. I'm gonna have to speed that up. I'll do it later. Doesn't matter. It's gonna keep coming off. So that's the benefit of it not having no friction. It just keeps coming off. So eventually it will come off there. All right, let's go ahead and we'll pull out. Bell's broken. I gotta fix the bell. So you see the pressures all work realistically now. They're all actually reading what the pressures are in each part of the air brake system, so that's nice. Let's couple a train together here. I want to do some testing. I'd like to actually do some moving some containers in the career world. I'd like to get back to career, but been on a nice building spree. Sometimes I don't like, there's nothing I want to build, and then other times there's tons, so it's nice to be in a building spree. Let's just actually, we'll put the container on first. Alright, there we go. Still need to figure out hand valve for these cars at some point. So. I think we're only gonna be able to get 2 in at a time. That's fine. Okay. Alright, they're all connected up. Forgot I can't just jump in the cab like I can with D. Or derail. Alright, so you can actually see the brake coming off in real time, which is nice. Use that in use that to actually tell what you know, if you should start moving or not, because you can tell how hard on the brakes are. If the brakes are all the way up, then it's gonna take some time for them to release. Alright, there we go, we're connected. Alright, check the brakes. Brakes should be coming off. Fine. Yep, brakes came off. Nice. I can hear the compressor going as it's because it's filling up the car, so it needs air. Up, I need to do the next car too. Do the air on the next car. Let me just double check it. We should have brakes on. Yep, brakes on. Brakes should be coming off. Yep, there they are. They're off now. All right, good. You'll hear the compressor kick on and off as it needs to fill each car up. And this is definitely not designed for shunting, this train, so it is, you can hear the simulated supercharger coming on. Dynamic brake comes up. Go train brake, independent brake. Still need to set the train brake up so that works. Alright, let's hook these up. Checking the brakes, just make sure everything's running. Why the fuck are these off? Something wrong with the train brakes. Unless I took them back off. Nope, train brakes at 1. Shit, something's wrong. I gotta fix that. Sounds good. Sound is coming up to be pretty realistic. I didn't hear it connect, but it might be too far for me to hear. Yeah, it connected, I just couldn't hear it. There we go. That's why you'd be using something like a D2 as a shunter to the visibility's not as good on this. How's it going there, Axel? How are you? Good to see you. A lot of turtle noise going on here. Come on, grab the hose. There you go. The caboose is very specialized to work with the other trains, so I'll have to upgrade the caboose to multi-link. It's not going to work right because it'll have to do radio, so we'll have to have a radio multi-link on the caboose. So I can see why the train brakes aren't working. Something's wrong with the train brakes. Alright, let's do 2 more and then we'll just go for a run. Likely I screwed up the way the connector logic's going. I have to look at that. Alright, that's an easy one to screw up. So I'm gonna bring up I'm gonna start a Google Drive here for this build. So I can write down all the things that need fixing. Alright, we're all set now. We can get out of here. It's off. Let's open up the windows. Probably gonna go to sideways grippers for locks. See, every once in a while we'll make a little gap, so doing it sideways will get rid of the gap, but they'll kind of snap into position. So alright, so we'll come up, we gotta back down the line, and then we'll go forward for some of this. Let's start doing what the D6 needs. Let's see. Check train brakes. Let's make this big so I can actually read it. Alright, check your brain brakes. Brace. Hand brake speed. Window sliding grippers. Bell. Alright, so once we get up here, we should be able to back right onto the other track and go around. Thanks, Surfing. Glad you like it. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. I'll see you later then, Amanda. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'm trying not to squish turtles. They're on the road there. I might try to get rid of them. Alright, the rail. Alright, we'll do dynamic brake. Alright, I'm gonna go try to rescue turtles here. Come on, jackass, get off the line. He's been warned. Let's put it that way. He has been warned. So these should multi-link fine. I gotta see what's up with the train brakes. It's likely just a connector issue. I'll double check the DE2. Floppy dong is hanging but not getting damaged. I might put a block behind that because the other one has a different setup to keep it from flopping dong and on the ground. And if we were in the Arctic, we'd turn on the heater. Let's get a little speed on. Read some of this chat. Yeah. Doing my best not to see the old, squishy old turtles here. We won't look. Yeah, it's starting to do its, I gotta work on the p-values on that. It's starting to misbehave a little bit. Diesel electric. Yeah, I'd like to eventually go to the Arctic. That'd be kind of fun. What are you doing here? 17. I think we, all turtles survived, it appears. I'm gonna just shut off vehicle damage because I don't want to deal with it. If something minor happens, I don't want to be out there. I gotta work on that. That's 2 p-values. Probably contradict. Shit, we're going. That's alright, we'll go the other way. That switch has always been on the other way, and now it's not, so. I didn't even count. What do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 cars on there. You know, I don't want to make it too powerful either because I want to be able to have an excuse to strap on 2 units. Oh, it's the cat in the kitchen hitting dishes. I was like, is that the wheel slip? It's like, no, it's the cat in the kitchen hitting dishes. Okay. I can't hear the dynamic brake. There could be an electrical problem. Let's turn on infinite electricity, see if it is. Nope. Okay. So we'll figure out what's causing that problem. The dynamic brake. I'll start accelerating out of here. You know, it's probably a reasonable amount of friction too with this many wheels, but I'm curious what the friction values are for the double axles. Because like if I was running 2 containers, I'd have 2 double axles. These are just 2 singles, so it's pretty much 2 axles per container. So I don't know if it actually adds more friction and more cars. Takes longer setup time, but this works with smaller units too, so. Yeah, I've been to the Arctic before with a train. You know, the nice thing is once you get on the main rail, you're just sitting. You know, you've got a while before you have to do any switches. I have the amount that the motor goes limited, so I gotta fix this. It does a big overrun. It's hitting the rev limiter, and then it goes into an oscillation loop, so I gotta fix that. Yeah, Erasmus had Control S. Yeah, it's brutal. I think it's an easy fix, too. I don't know why they just didn't do it, man. You know, they know it's pissing people off. Just fix it, man. It's like, that's the sort of shit that it's like, you know. Like, it's fine to make mistakes with bugs. Just, like, be responsive. Just come back and be like, yep, we understand that a lot of people aren't liking that. We're gonna address it. We'll change it, and then we'll come up with a better solution. You know. Because I can't imagine that's all that challenging. All right, so that oscillation needs to be worked on. So I'm gonna eventually I'll put in the PID tuner in here, and I'll sit here and I'll be able to tune the PID up. I probably have this engine only goes up to. I had to change it because I changed the gear ratio because the engine was like running like sub 5 RPS the entire time, which is fine. It produced so much more electricity than I ever needed. So I have two PIDs and they're kind of counteracting each other and causing an oscillation loop. I gotta just tune them more. I gotta sit here with a PID tuner and just tune it. But you can see this is the fan for the, you can see it moving down there. That gives us some sound for the supercharger. This is dynamic brake, so that won't go unless the dynamic brake is tripped. Or, you know, if I, pull the lever for the dynamic brake. So it uses both the ducted fans and some generators to add a braking force on there. And it will give us some. So there's a sound with that. Is the dynamic brake cause a lot of heat by turning the generators? So they'll turn on fans to cool the generators. Oh, I got a lot of torque there on the old Gen 2. Yes, indeedy. Curious what let's see if I can. It's gonna be a bitch to get back there. Let's see if I can get back there. I want to see what the actual. Oh fuck. Let me see if I can try not to hit Control S. You see what the electric motor is going to on this. I'm outside already. All right. There we go. Jump, jump, you scum. He's stuck. I dropped the gear ratio on this too. We're at 6 RPS on the engine. This is capped out at 0.2. So I could go higher on this. I'm only using 0.2 of this. This is the dynamic brake. It's got electricity, so that's not the problem. It's just probably not spooling up high enough to hear it over the other stuff. Do I have reduced? Let's see if I still have reduced. I do have reduced. Let's go full particle effects. I thought I'd save that. I want to see if the cats are enough. I don't mind a little bit of smoke, but I don't want tons of smoke. That's not too bad. I'm reasonably content with that. Put some more cats on it and see what happens. You get rid of that oscillation loop. Part of it is it's not stressed enough. I decreased the gear ratio. So let's leave this for now. Hopefully it has a keep active block on it. I don't think it does. Let's add that. Let's do a couple things. We'll let that just run, and we'll go catch up with a new unit, and we'll multi-link them. Alright, so let's check the DE2 real quick. I need to figure something out. I need to see how I hooked up the... Maybe that's why. Maybe I didn't electrify them. So this goes... Train connectors go out to both. They're not coming back. What's the train connector even reading? That's brakes. Yeah, so it should be... It's going to need to read back in order to get the brake reservoir value off those. So they need the brake reservoir number. Okay. This is let's see, train connectors go right there. This, okay, that's okay, can't see anything here. All right, so that was confusing itself doing that. That should be sending out brake information. Let's see, that would do it right there. What I just had wrong. All right, so that's one thing. We'll test that. Increase handbrake speed. Where the hell is the handbrake microcontroller? It's still on the roof, huh? Okay, increase the speed on that. Okay, that's good. Windows sliding grippers. All right, let's do that. So the windows are, they're, you know, as the vehicle moves, the windows want to slide back and forth, whatever the motion is. So like even the brakes on here are not enough to keep the windows from going. The brakes are pretty weak on these tracks, unfortunately. So it's good sometimes to just make them vertical. So alright, so make these vertical, so they'll snap in a position now, but those hold very strong. Just like what you use for all the forklifts and everything else, and they don't go anywhere with a lot of weights. Cranes use this and everything else, so it's not going to go anywhere with this. Let me check that real quick. That would be why right there. Fuck. That was the only problem, is it was this right here. I keep screwing up this side here. I gotta go over here to see. That was the only problem there, is that one block. I moved these like 5 times. Let's try to see if I can fix this here. Alright. So let's just fix this. Right here is the problem. Okay. Let's that go? 1, 2. How many do I have this going? 1, 2. Okay, so yeah, I keep fucking up this other side here. Alright, let's try that and see if that will fix the windows without having to go grippers, because I think the brakes are fine. It's just like I've had issues with these windows the whole time I made them. Alright, that's better. They're not overshooting now and they're holding. Alright, good. Bell, I need to fix the bell. I probably deleted the bell, I'd say. Let's see. What are you? Nope. That's the bell right there. Okay. It's probably electrical. Yep, it's electrical. Alright, that's easy fix. Just go right there is fine. Alright. Train bells fixed. Nice. Alright. Check the brakes. So let's check the brakes. Check it on another car. Keep active. Let's put that on there. Alright, those are on. Let's save that. Try to go catch up to the other one. Check out multi-link. Okay. Alright, dynamic brakes are working. Check out the brakes on this here. There's a turtle in the barn. I checked and I did those, right? Those are connected, yep. Check them. Alright, pressure went down, so likely that's working. Yeah, okay, good. So it was just a bad composite connection. How's it going there, Addy? Oh, I said hi to Addy. I'm just check Twitch chat real quick. Yeah, Control S is a big pain in the ass. That's I wish they would address that soon. You know, I do understand it. See, like this is what I'm talking about. See how they're sliding? So they're still gonna need vertical grippers. It's the back one that's sliding anyway. And then you listen for dynamic brake. You can hear the fan spin up as it does fans and generators to slow you down. And then I can actually watch the pressures as that's going, so I might not have to actually put in brake information. I would say the weight's reasonably negligible for what these containers are. It's more probably the friction of the wheels, and by adding the weight, you're, you know, compounding the friction. Yeah, we got a ton of turtles here. Yeah, see how the windows are sliding back? That's why putting the gripper sideways is helpful. That will lock into place and that can't go back. No, that wouldn't work. I did multi-link that way. There's another turtle behind me. They're all suicidal here, these turtles. There you go, you hear the dynamic brake really kicking there. We were going fast, so. Oh, shit. There we go. Gotta re-index the tack. There it goes, it's hitting the rev limiter, so it's gonna act the fool. So I just moved the rev limiter up too, and that'll fix that usually. So we're going 55, 56 kilometers an hour, so, you know, this would normally, some of these tight turns, we would be derailing, so, again, I don't want super speed out of this. I want it to be more realistic, so. Yeah, I just wish I could pick the turtles up and move them. I can't, so I can't pick them up and move them, and then they're in the way, you know? This thing should be pretty damn fuel efficient, too. There's the other train right there. Yeah, I didn't increase the I didn't increase the rev limiter, and I decreased the gear ratio, so it's that needs to change a little bit. So it didn't have a keep active, so I wonder if it just stopped when, I bet it just stopped. You know, it pretty much stopped doing any logic, so, you know, once we got far away from it, it's just stopped doing anything. Now the keep active's on here, so that should keep it active. We're going 60 kilometers an hour. It looks slow, but we're going 60 kilometers an hour, which is pretty good speed for a train. Hauling freight, you know. Yeah. You know, people will look at, like, the Shinkansen and be like, oh, my freight train's slow. And it's like, no. You're comparing it against a high-speed train. Compare it against the freight train. It's like, it's not doing too bad, you know. fall off the bridge. I'm gonna go check the brakes on the cars too. Could be getting conflicting info from the other one. Nope, brakes are off. Alright, we're good. Also, we are going uphill too. Actually powering. Yeah, I gotta fix this friggin' thing's annoying. Alright, let's put that in the notes to fix, and we'll go back and fix that. Let's see. It's oscillation. Alright, so I got a couple things I want to fix here. Let's go ahead and let's pull the loco. Locos. Right. And I want to change some stuff here. So this is going to change to, where are we? Increase that. Let's go ahead and where's the motor panel? There it is. Alright, bell's working again. It's fucking oscillating again. God damn it. I was hoping that would have fixed it. I don't have to go in and work the hit values. I was hoping I could just overshoot the RPS, but it's way under stressed, so it's might have to increase that gear ratio again on the generator to get it to stress the motor. The motor's so under stressed, it's just gonna come way up and oscillate. Yeah, they can. It's just like people are expecting them to do like what some people expect them to do what like a high-speed train does. It's 120 kilometers an hour is 60 miles an hour. It's not uber duber. You know, I'm also talking about this is windy track. Like you're not going around like real bad, you know, heavy turns, doing high speeds. We have enough battery power too. I'm thinking of just dumping the P value off of the generator or the alternator into the tank. That will keep the motor from overreacting too much, I think. I should set up a pid tuner on this, and then go for an actual freight mission, and we'll just play with it as we're doing the freight. Ah, okay, I thought it was on a bridge for a second there. I thought it was gonna fall off. I'm probably shit. I bet you I'm missing lines now because I pulled some of the, I pulled this train out from in between. I bet I'm missing a hose now. Shit. Just the brakes won't work if I don't have that hose, so. Once we get past this switch here, I can get on the other side of the cars. Oh shit, on a shingle. Oh, fuck all that. Alright, that sucks. That sucks. Alright. I knew it was probably hairy to hit that hard, but... Right. Let's save this. Edit. That's everything? That's everything. Alright, good. That's everything. Alright, let's see what I want to work on. Probably keep it short today. Twitch viewers are down to 1, so I'm just killing average on that. Might keep it short today. Let's see. I think I'm gonna get off. I think, yeah, I'll take a break today. I want to get some tutorial videos done at some point. So, yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'll keep it a short one today, and I'll see you guys later.